Hi. One of my favorite Asian dishes includes a peanut sauce. And I'm sure you've had a peanut sauce before. So I decided I would make a low-carb peanut sauce to go over kind of an Asian flair dish. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got my pan on medium to high heat, and I'm going to add 1 can of organic coconut milk. Now, it doesn't have to be organic, but get a coconut milk that doesn't have a lot of stuff added to it. You don't want sugars added. If you're looking where the mixed drink section is, that's what you're going to find. I actually ordered this online from Amazon. The brand is Native Forest, and the ingredients are simply organic coconut water, and it does have guar gum in it, but it's really one of the cleanest I've seen. So we're starting with that 1 can, like I said, I think it's 13.5 ounces. And to that, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Now you can use less than that, but I really love the peanut butter, and we'll see if I can get all of it out. We did. We did. That's a new gadget I got for Christmas. And, alrighty then. Oh well. I think it'll clean up nicely. I got it because I hate to put sticky ingredients in measuring cups and then you can't get it out and you lose some of the ingredients. That was pretty classic. Okay. That is simply the peanut butter, 3/4 of a cup, going into, quite literally, the can of coconut milk. And you could, I guess, use cream coconut and some other things, but as that heats together, the peanut butter will start to melt into the coconut milk. And you could use less peanut butter than that. You could use a 1/2 cup if you wanted to. It would save some carbs because peanuts do have carbs. And I'm using a creamy peanut butter, but you could also use a chunky peanut butter because it's nice to have those little pieces of peanuts in a peanut sauce. If you haven't had it, peanut sauce before, it is so good, especially with chicken, or even this is really good. A peanut sauce is good with a salad, so you can use it almost like a salad dressing. Okay, that's gonna get warmer and it'll come off off of the whisk eventually. I'm going to add more liquid ingredients. This is a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Actually, it's not. I'm sorry. It's a 1/2 cup of coconut aminos. I'm using it instead of soy sauce. I don't like to use soy because it is a hormone disruptor. And so that is a 1/2 cup of coconut aminos, which is wonderful and has a great soy-like flavor without being wheat-based. Now, you can use tamari, which is also a nice soy flavor because it is soy based, but it doesn't have wheat. So regular soy sauce has wheat and soy. Tamari has soy based, no wheat, but the coconut aminos has neither. And so that's why I like to use it. All right, that's coming along nicely and smells really, really good. To this, I'm going to add a couple more things. I'm going to add a 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Be careful that you don't get rice wine vinegar that has sugar added. You can also just use apple cider vinegar if you don't have rice wine vinegar on hand. I'm also going to add, I'm smelling it to make sure I'm telling you the right thing, a tablespoon or 2, I think it's 1 tablespoon, of sesame oil. And that gives it a really nice, more authentic flavor. You can also toast some sesame seeds and add that into the final product. And I'm just gonna keep stirring. I've got a few more spices and things. I'm going to add lime juice. And this is a tablespoon of lime juice. It smells so amazing. Love lime juice. Now, some recipes call for adding sweetener to this. The coconut milk is so sweet to me because I'm not used to sweeteners, or I'm not used to sugars. You can add sweetener to this. I'm going to make it without. So you use your judgment. A liquid sweetener would work really well in this recipe rather than something granulated or a powdered sweetener. You just want something that's going to incorporate well into the recipe. Let's add to this some garlic, and that is about a tablespoon or 1 clove of garlic. And ginger. This is freshly grated ginger. You can use powdered ginger, but that is a tablespoon of freshly ground ginger. Gives everything a great flavor. Really become fond of ginger lately. Okay. And then, let's see, I've got one more thing over here. See if I can smell what I've put in the dish. This is fish sauce. It's hard to deny what that is. That's fish sauce. It's 1 tablespoon. Fish sauce is another ingredient with which I have not been familiar until I've been experimenting with some Asian dishes. Fish sauce is basically like an anchovy, or made from anchovy paste. It is a real salty flavor. So if you're using fish sauce, don't use any salt. Don't add salt to this recipe. And it's coming along nicely. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little. The last thing we're going to add is some cayenne pepper. And this is just 1/4 teaspoon. You can use red pepper flakes as well. My husband likes things probably a little spicier than I do, and I didn't want to get too spicy that I couldn't eat it, but I wanted him to be able to enjoy it. The bad part is he'll probably have to put some red pepper in his own plate to make it work for him. Now, what I'd like this to do is simmer for just a little while, and we're going to taste it in just a second and see what we think of it. But I'd let it simmer and keep stirring. The peanut butter can be tricky sometimes. It's difficult to know if it's, see, it looks like it's really well dissolved and it isn't. So you want to make sure that it's simmering pretty well, and it will start to thicken as it simmers down. You can also use some glucomanan to thicken it as well. Let's see how it tastes. Oh wow, that is so good. I can just taste that on a fresh salad with cabbage, using the cabbage as a base. Let my husband, I'll put his in the red pepper. Just put a little taste in there and see what he thinks. This would be great. I've also cooked up some chicken. I've cooked the chicken in soy. I've also cooked up some chicken. I've cooked the chicken in soy, and you could dip the chicken in it. I'm getting a little bit of eye rolling off camera. Is it good? You like it? Grace, do you want to try the peanut sauce?
Yeah.
Kids are just coming in from outside, and I'm going to let Grace try a little bit.
That's good.
You like it?
That's good.
Can I get some more?
Can I get some more? Yes, you can get some more. Again, I think it would be really, really tasty. And you can make like a pad thai. We use these fettuccine miracle noodles quite a bit. And so you could simply warm the noodles and use the sauce with the noodles and some chicken. You could put whatever vegetables that you want. You could chop peanuts, chop some fresh onions. There's a lot that you could do with this recipe. And like I said, it makes a really fantastic salad dressing as well. I hope that if you make this for your family, that they enjoy it as much as we do.